Guys, welcome back to Broken Sword. Okay, so we've now got a couple of more stuff, but we still need to find out how the hell we get 50 quid. Let's talk to Nijo. He's now playing with his ball.
Hi, Nijo.
Ew.
Hello again, sir. And
How may I help you this time?
Do you recognize these keys?
no,
They're to a toilet.
thank you for sharing that with me.
You're welcome, Nijo.
What does this toilet chain mean to you?
Are you building a bathroom in easy installments?
I borrowed this from the club Alamut.
How nice for you.
Is that it? Nothing else? I'm not going to ask you about your ball thingamajig? Or whatever? No? Okay.
So long, Nijo.
Toodle peep.
Although he's now bouncing it against the door, so I wonder if we can... Ooh. And what is this?
The statuette looked pretty sorry for itself after its fall, chipped with both arms broken off.
It looks like, ooh. Ooh, ooh,
It
ooh.
was the short length of chain.
Yeah. Wait, I think we sell it to Pearl. Because she thinks it's the statue of David.
Hello
Not
again,
statue
Pearl.
of David.
Why,
The,
hello, George.
Oh,
It's such a pleasure to see you again.
what's that statue? The Venus thing, I think? The one with both arms off? If you
Have you
know
had
what I mean.
anything from the kebab stand?
Hey, Evans, no, with my digestion.
Are you interested in antiquities?
Am I? What have you got there, George?
How about this fine statuette?
Oh, George, that'd be ideal, except, I don't know. It looks new, George. You wouldn't be trying to make a fool out of me, would you, George?
Good God, no, Pearl. Nothing could be further from my mind. I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's
How
been
about-
a pleasure, George.
Don't be a stranger. Could we not... There we go. See? Something is always
Plaster
useful for
seems
something.
to soak up the grease paint until it began to look like stone.
There we go. Now we talk
Hello
to
again,
Pearl.
Pearl.
Why, hello, George.
Yeah.
What do you think of this fine piece of ancient statuary?
Oh, Matt, that's just what I'd be looking for. Just one thing, though.
Oh?
It looks awful similar to that modern one you showed me.
Ah, well, that's because... You see, that's because the first one I showed you was a modern copy of this one. And I sought out the artist who'd done the copy and bought the original. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, George, how can you ever forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive, believe me. Would you like it?
Would I ever? I'm not carrying the money, though. If you go and find Dwayne, he'll pay you for it. If he gives you any trouble, just tell him that I want it.
Just tell him that I
I've gotta
want
go
it.
now, Pearl.
It's been a...
Hi there,
Let's go
Dwayne.
talk to Dwayne. Dwayne should then now give us the money for it.
Hi there,
It
George.
should be exactly
How
$50.
can I help you, young fella?
Have you had any dealings with the kebab?
Absolutely not. Pearl's already had one attack of Montezuma's revenge.
What do you think of this?
Good gravy. Looks old.
Yeah, I had to turn this town upside down.
Boy, your luck's better than ours. Looks Roman.
I wouldn't know.
What'll they say back home? How much do you want, George?
Oh, I couldn't. It's the find of a lifetime. I mean,
$50. Take it or leave it.
I'll take it. Here you go.
Wouldn't you know? $50 exactly.
And here you go.
Okay, that's our money.
Well, I'll see you around.
Count on it.
Yep. Sweet. That's our money now for the trip. Oh, hold on. Give me a second while I just save it. Sweet. Right. Let's go now talk to Ultar. Because we now have the money for Ultar. To take us up to the King's Head. The Bull's Head. The King's Head? Why the King's Head? I don't know. He will be our taxi service.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to...
Yeah.
About Bull's Head.
Are you...
Well, maybe. 50. Okay, it's a deal. Here's the cash.
Ah, most splendid. As you say, the cash price moolah is correct. Mister, we make with haste.
Where exactly is your taxi? Because the only vehicle I can see around here is an aging army surplus truck.
Yes?
Ah. Okay, I'll be along in a minute. It didn't seem right to take off with the toilet keys, so I left them on the bar. Hello again, Ultar.
His most splendid and adventurous client.
You now seem a lot taller than you were before.
That's your taxi?
Oh, yes, most assuredly. Most entirely splendid taxi in all Marib.
It looks like an old army truck to me.
Bah! You Americans with your checkerboard caps and your Judd Hershes. You have lost sight of what a taxi should truly be.
About 4 tons by the look of it.
There, you have hit the nail in the nutshell.
Okay already, let's go.
Regrettably not, most esteemed fair. There is a minor problem of a tiny nature. The fan belt has taken it upon itself to break.
So, what are you gonna do?
What can I do? I must wait for a ride to the garage for a replacement.
How long is that gonna take?
1 day, maybe 6.
I can't wait that long, we gotta get moving.
But how, my friend?
I'll think of something. Is this any use to you?
My friend, the very thing, yes.
Ultar took the towel from me, cut it in 2 lengthways, and gave me half back. With his half, he did the kind of fan belt replacement that's normally done with stockings.
Now, if I knot the ends together, so... Serviceable, yes? Very serviceable indeed.
Stockings might work on a Bentley, but on a truck, the coarse toweling did the job nicely.
Come along, my friend. You want to see the bull's head? Yes?
Let's go on a very pixelated adventure. Yeah, the cutscenes aren't exactly what you call high res. I mean, this is a game from 1996, remember, so give it some leniency. Later that afternoon. Okay, so we are now top of the bull's head. We have to get down somehow as well, if I remember correctly. That is a mighty fine twig
I
you have there,
damaged that
George.
tree enough for one day.
What do you mean you don't know? No? Oh. Can we...
No way.
No? Oh, okay. That with that?
That...
No. George. Come back. Is there anything else around here? Except for the twig thing. Let's get down there somehow. Ah!
With a flourish, I tied the end of the towel to the stick with a textbook reef knot. I could see that crack would make a good anchor point.
I mean, personally, I would have used the sewer key, you know, because it's metal and it's not a twig.
Well,
or whatever, George.
That looked really safe. But I had no choice. I hadn't anticipated going mountaineering when I'd come to Syria.
You're safe, George. Okay, if I remember correctly, there's something here that might kill us. Itchy beard. Well, itchy face. Itchy neck.
I didn't like the idea of putting my hand in there. But there was something in there. A metal ring. As wide as my hand.
Okay, do you want to maybe pull the metal ring?
I took a firm hold of the ring. And pulled. Whoa there!
It open cave.
Around the corner, I found the corpse. Oh my God. Klausner? Large as life and twice as dead. I'd hardly had time to accept the fact when I heard the door mechanism start up again. Oh man, no! The door had slammed shut, trapping me. I had a bad feeling about how Klausner had died.
If I remember correctly, this is a kind of obvious Indiana Jones reference. Obviously, because he's got the bullwhip and the hat. And the...
All right. Hey, what's this? I'd found some kind of lens. A very old lens made from a very hard glass. That settled it. The knight on the manuscript had been holding a lens the whole time, not a crystal ball.
So we finally found the lens.
I couldn't think of anything to do with the statue, apart from scaring small children with it.
There's a map of Britain. Or the United Kingdom, because there is Scotland and Wales there.
I couldn't take the inscription with me, and I didn't have a notebook or a camera to record it. All I could do was stare at it and try to memorize it. In occidenta sita est, in ora mundi. Okay. That would have to do. The mouth's opening. It must be Ultar. My God. If he comes in, we'll both be trapped. Ultar! Don't come in! It's a trap! Stay where you are!
It is not Ultar. It is gone.
Hello, Mr. Stobart. We meet in the most unusual places. Please, Do not make any sudden moves. I have no desire to maim you.
Did you say maim?
I did. Dead men tell no tales, as you say. And I want to hear everything that you have to tell me.
And what if I don't want to talk?
Then I shall, most regrettably, have to kill you. Rest assured, however, that I am an excellent shot you would not suffer.
Oh, that's good. Believe me, I'm really assured.
It is rather dark in here. I think we should conduct our business outside.
Why should I make myself an easier target?
If I fire at you, Mr. Stobart, I shall hit you even in here. But, unfortunately, my marksmanship will suffer. It could be the difference between hitting you in the leg or the groin.
Boy, it sure is hot in here.
No sudden moves, Mr. Stobart.
Yeah, I'd rather get shot in the leg than the groin. I kind of like my bits. They have a use.
Now then,
Well, then so do my
where
legs,
shall
but
we
whatever.
start?
How about being bosom buddies and you putting that gun away?
Klausner, do you know where he is?
No, we can't save. Be the devil or be the good? Let's be the devil. Let's see where this gets us.
Klausner? Who the hell's Klausner?
I followed his trail here, as I believe did you.
I never heard of this Klausner guy before. I just asked around about strangers and got lucky.
Luck is a commodity that you are sorely pressed for now, Mr. Stobart. I have been watching you since you arrived in Marib.
You have? I never noticed you.
Precisely my point. You don't know what I know. Please bear this in mind when answering my next questions. Now, where is Klausner?
I don't know where Klausner
I'm
is.
telling you, I never heard of the man, and I don't know where he is. Now, if you're gonna kill me, just get it over with, because I've got a full itinerary.
Very well.
And that is where we die. Okay, give me 2 seconds, because I need to restore it and get to that point again. Good job I saved. Alright, I'll not put you through all this again, so I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Okay, you're the boss. I'll take my medicine.
You are an honorable man, Mr. Stobart. A rare breed. I should like to shake your hand.
Yeah. Well, what the heck? It was a long way down. Below, I could see Ultar's truck.
Quickly, the buzzer. Hey! Right, let's go. Quick. Quick, George. Ultar, drive. Back in Nico's apartment.
Luckily, the canopy on Ultar's truck broke my fall.
Thank goodness for that.
The worst part of the experience was Ultar's driving.
What about the lens? Is it still in one piece?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's good to see you again, Josh.
Really? Well, I have to say, I'd have enjoyed Syria a lot more if you'd been there.
I wouldn't have been much help. Anyway, you did just fine on your own.
That's kind of not what he was on about, Nico.
Have you any idea what this lens might be used for?
As a magnifying glass, obviously.
Okay.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Let's see what the manuscript can tell us. If anything at all. Okay.
That's the face of the statue I saw at the bull's head. There's a woman looking at her, but the reflection The Night Scroll bears a through my teaching, and that's not a crystal ball. That's the clue that led me to Spain.
Oh, okay.
That's the clue that led me to the Bull's Head in Syria.
So now, there's something else that we need to find out. So...
This is the chalice I discovered in Spain.
I still can't figure out why the Countess gave it to you. After losing it for all those years, she simply gave it away to a total stranger? She's one prawn short of a paella.
The Countess is a fine lady. You shouldn't compare her with seafood.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's something going on between you and that Countess.
Are you serious? She's old enough to be my grandmother.
Exactamundo.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, where now? I wonder if we have to go back to Spain. Possibly. Montfaucon. Secoun, Rougerie. Montfaucon, maybe? Ah, hello, Mr. Gondam. You're back again. I don't know why. Let's see what we can find up here. Ooh, there's someone here now.
Excuse me, Father.
Pardon?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all, monsieur. It will be my pleasure to help you.
Oh, maybe pleasure to help you.
You must be proud to have such an incredible collection of stained glass.
Pride is a sin, monsieur, but it is hard not to marvel when the light shines through them. It is a fine example of the artisan's genius.
Pride is a sin. When has pride been a sin?
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
You have come to the right place, if that is your interest. Many of them were executed in the square outside. It was a disgrace to France.
Well, the Pope was right behind it, though.
Clement V was a man of mammon, not of God.
That's kind of forthright for a priest, isn't it?
You think so? It is hard to be sure what happened. It is so long ago.
How long have you worked here?
Hardly work, monsieur. This is a calling. I have been helping Father Flambert for nearly 6 months now.
I guess you don't know much about the history of this church, then.
Just a little.
You've got quite a shine on that candlestick.
Ah, oui. Anything less than best would be an insult to the Almighty.
I guess so. I never thought of it like that.
Could you shine up a chalice?
What do you make of this chalice?
It certainly looks very old.
About as old as this church, I think.
There seems to be an engraving on it.
Yeah? What does it say?
I do not know. It is very tarnished. With your permission, I could try polishing it. I promise I will be very careful.
If you don't run off with it, yeah,
That'd
sure.
be very good of you.
This shouldn't take very long. Feel free to look around.
Okay, thanks.
I guess as a priest, he's got a lot of experience of polishing candlesticks. Cheeky little joke that some of you might realise what I'm on about there, but maybe not.
A statue of a knight holding a staff and a scroll. The statue had any secrets. It was concealing them pretty well. Per disciplinum meum lux videbis. A bit of a stained glass window. Wow! Hoping for a big insight while squinting through a hunk of statuary had been pretty optimistic, I guess.
Is there any... Ooh, could we...
The lens fitted into the end of the scroll like a hand into a glove. Hey! A Knight Templar burning at the stake, and a date. Let me see. MCCC-XIV. That's 1314.
Are you done polishing our chalice yet?
Hello again, Father. Hey, thanks.
It is my pleasure, monsieur.
What was the writing on the chalice?
It was not writing, my mistake. It was a coat of arms. The remarkable thing is that it seems very familiar.
Yeah?
Oui, I think I have seen it on that wall tomb in the far corner. That winged horse is quite distinctive.
Did you know that the center window conceals an image of a man burning at the stake?
The burning man?
What, you knew?
That there was a hidden image? No. But the church has a reputation for being haunted. Many times people have claimed to have seen a burning man in the window. But when others they look, there is nothing. Perhaps the light has to be just so for the figure to appear.
Yeah, or maybe you need a special lens. Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Au revoir, monsieur. So, the far tomb, is it that one he's on about?
Now that my attention had been drawn to it, there was no mistake. There was no name on it, but the coat of arms was undeniably the Pegasus of the De Vasconcelos family. I'd found the last resting place of Don Carlos. My eye was drawn to the biblical references carved into the edge of the tomb. Hey, maybe these biblical references mean something. Psalms 32:7, John 4:11, Corinthians 1:4-5, and just one more, Psalms 22:21. I may not be perfect, but I've got a memory like a steel trap. The chalice had led me to these inscriptions, but it looked like a happy coincidence to me. After all, the De Vasconcelos arms were already on the manuscript. Nope, I was still convinced that the chalice had some significance all of its own.
I've no idea about Psalms or anything like that. Again, I'm atheist. I'm not Christian. I don't know anything about that stuff. So,
A Knight Templar burning at the stake, and a date.
So if you know exactly what that is, then good for you. Because
a scroll was a symbol of scholarship. I knew that much. A scholarly knight. That rang a bell. A very Spanish bell.
A very Spanish bell.
On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on it. Around the base of the disc was a hairline crack. Well, I could have just taken the end off the staff, but I wanted to be sure what I'd be getting out of vandalizing a church, other than deported.
Do it. Why not? Can I knock it off? Where you go? George, where are you going? I didn't point over there. Yeah, exactly. That's that's not what I pointed at, George. I was pointing at the disky thingy boo. No?
A statue of a knight.
Yeah, okay. Have you got anything else to say?
Hello again, Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
No.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Okay, well, I'm going to guess that we're going to have to now go back to Spain and speak to the Countess. And that will be for next time. So, thank you all so very much for watching this episode, and I'll see you all later. And as ever, bye-bye.